Welcome to the No Views News. This program was created on Sunday, August 1st, at 3:25 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, by Zeno Reader. There are 545 headlines from 106 feeds we check to build this automated report. Welcome to No Views, daily automated podcast news. The headlines in this super unknown daily news summary do not imply fact-checking or endorsement of ideas. The first headlines are from the current most popular news site, Yahoo News, with 175 million estimated monthly unique visitors. Earth's energy imbalance removes almost all doubt from human-made climate change. A 70-story building swayed from side to side. Now China is enacting strict skyscraper laws. Outgoing Iran president says government not always truthful. Afghanistan, Taliban continue attacks on 3 major cities. Republicans will defend their Caesar, but new revelations show Trump's true threat. A killer whale stranded on rocks in Alaska was saved after a group of people spotted it and kept it wet until the tide rose. USA's Barry, I've earned the right to wear this uniform. 5 people shot near laundromat in Queens. 2 major San Francisco hospitals reported that 233 staff members tested positive for COVID-19. Oklahoma man charged in alleged torture, murder of missing mom from Arkansas. The next headlines are from the second most popular news website at this time, with 150 million unique monthly visitors, Google News. Olympic gymnastics live updates. Michaela Skinner wins silver. Suni Lee still to compete in event finals, ESPN. 2020 Olympics golf grades. Xander Schauffele wins gold medal in Tokyo with clutch par at the final hole, CBSSports.com. Hannah Roberts wins silver with huge run in women's BMX freestyle Tokyo Olympics, NBC Sports. Bobby Fink does it again, surges 2 gold in instant classic 1500 free Tokyo Olympics, NBC Sports. Turkey, foreign tourists evacuated as wildfires threaten resorts, BBC News. Oregon wildfire could burn until fall, as fire season worsens, NPR. Parents should decide on masking kids in school, says Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, Fox News. 2 major San Francisco hospitals reported that 233 staff members tested positive for COVID-19, Yahoo News. Senate ends Saturday session, with infrastructure bill still in limbo, Fox News. Anthony Rizzo belts another HR to lead Yankees past Marlins again, New York Post. The following headlines are from the third most popular news website, with 110 million unique monthly visitors, The Huffington Post. Watchdog group calls for probe of Trump's weaponization of Justice Department. Simone Biles withdraws from floor event finals. Caleb Dressel won the 5th gold medal and breaks world record. Ex-RNC chair Michael Steele blasts Jim Jordan on his January 6 Trump amnesia. Mark Meadows says he's meeting with Trump and shadow cabinet members on real plans. Jennifer Hudson gives stunning performance in first clip of Aretha Franklin biopic. Ellen Pompeo says Grey's Anatomy love scenes were initially hard for her husband. Florida records highest ever daily COVID-19 case count, over 21,000. Dababie tries to brush off Questlove by claiming he doesn't know him, it backfires. Schumer promises Senate will get the job done on infrastructure plan. The next headlines are from the fourth most popular news website, with 95 million estimated unique monthly visitors, CNN. At least 6 tornadoes across Wisconsin. Father-son duo kayak for families in need. Suspected heat-related death being investigated. ICE flights bring migrant detainees into Louisiana. Rally for health director targeted with racist attacks. Charges filed in alleged decapitation. Suni Lee's first coach reflects on gold medal win. Pharmacists, parents are forging birthday for kids. Renovated amphitheater hosts first concert in 2 years. FBI joins woman's gruesome stabbing death. The next headlines are from the fifth most popular news website at this time, with 70 million estimated unique monthly visitors, the New York Times. A World War II spy didn't live to tell her tale, her great-great-niece will. Who are the unvaccinated in America? There's no one answer. Good fences make good neighbors, not at Opus 40. Why do Republicans hate cops? The following headlines are from the sixth most popular news website, with an estimated 65 million monthly unique visitors, Fox News. A pandemic Olympics, without all the crowds, what gets lost? Zverev follows up win over Djokovic with Olympic gold. Israel gets first Olympic baseball win, Mexico eliminated. Oregon man accused of bashing female roommate in head with hammer, stabbing her, she's expected to survive. Xander Schauffele with 2 clutch putts gives U.S. gold in golf. Milestone medals in pool, 100-meter dash on tap at Olympics. Facebook rejects Illinois Police Group's Officer of the Year post over sensitive social issues, report. Strong Pac-12 presence in water polo at Tokyo Olympics. Scola, Argentina topped Japan 97-77, return to Olympic quarters. Epic swims, Dressel, McKeon take place among Olympic greats. You are hearing today's top news headlines and more. Today is Sunday, August 1st. The next headlines are from the 8th most popular news website, with an estimated 53 million monthly unique visitors, Mail Online, the Daily Mail. Talk of the town, Emma Corrin is not dating her pal who she was spotted holding hands with last week. Digby Jones hits back after his dig at Alex Scott's pronunciation. Elvis was not an addict but a sick man supporting his family, biographer claims. British think tank accused of wockery after giving awards to Greta Thunberg and a BLM co-founder. Records show 8 NHS test and trace bosses have been paid more than Prime Minister Boris Johnson. All over 50s and the clinically vulnerable will be offered Pfizer booster shot. Olympic athletes claim they are losing out to Russian rivals who are not clean. Sarah Vine, Carrie Johnson is doing women a great service by speaking with such candor. Talk of the town, Star Trek star Alice Eve reveals her secret lockdown romance. Talk of the town, Lady Monkton, 92, swore like a sailor when bailiff wrongly turned up at home. The following headlines are from the 9th most popular news website, with an estimated 47 million monthly unique visitors, The Washington Post. This is the Washington Post World News Feed. Fire crew still battling Turkish blazes as some reignite. Why are so many migrants coming to one of Europe's smallest countries? Blame Belarus, officials say. Israeli premier blames Iran for tanker attack, Tehran denies. Myanmar military leader says elections will be in 2 years. Earthquake rattles Greek islands close to Turkey. As athletes open up on mental health, Japan's Olympians tell harrowing tales. The voices of U.S. troops, portraits of Afghan interpreters. Britain urges vaccinations during pregnancy amid Delta variant worries. As the Taliban closes in, Afghan forces scramble to defend prisons holding thousands of militants. The next headlines are from the 10th most popular news website, which has an estimated 42 million monthly unique visitors, The Guardian. This is The Guardian's U.S. news feed. Tokyo 2020 Olympics, gymnastics, men's 100 and more, live. Brazil's Rebecca Andrade wins historic vault gold as USA's Skinner takes silver. There are 11,656 athletes at the Olympics. Guy Fraser wanted them all on Wikipedia. The oldest tree in eastern U.S. survived millennia, but rising seas could kill it. Coronavirus live news, UK Chancellor pushes PM to relax holiday rules, mass testing amid China outbreak. Extreme heat cooks mussels in their shells on Canada coast, video. Nigel Slater's recipes for ice cream sandwiches, and aubergines with coconut. It's feasible to start a war, how dangerous are ransomware hackers? How to raise a boy, my mission to bring up a son fit for the 21st century. Boris Johnson's crime strategy was another pile of mud. Stuart Lee. The following headlines are from the 12th most popular news website, with an estimated 36 million monthly unique visitors, ABC News. Donald Trump builds war chest of $102 million entering second half of 2021. Simone Biles withdraws from floor exercise competition. NHL to investigate claims Sharks can't bet on own games. Vote them out, Willie Nelson headlines Texas protest rally. Section of overturned shipwreck separated, oil discharged. Young man shot in California movie theater dies. California learns costly pandemic lesson about hospitals. Suburban NY County considers letting police sue protesters. Judge upholds Liberty University's suit against Falwell. Family, Zydeco musician Chris Ardoin shot while performing. The next headlines are from the 13th most popular news website, with an estimated 35 million monthly unique visitors, the BBC News. Laurel Hubbard, the reluctant history maker at the center of sports transgender debate. New Zealand apologizes for raids on Pacific people. Turkey, foreign tourists evacuated as wildfires threaten resorts. Anti-eviction lawmaker camps overnight on U.S. Capitol steps. Tokyo Olympics, Charlotte Worthington wins BMX freestyle gold for Great Britain. Simone Biles withdraws from floor final at Tokyo Olympics. Nairobi, the center of East Africa's thriving art scene. The women fighting infertility stigma in Nigeria. Chris Wu, K-pop star arrested on suspicion of rape. The following headlines are from the 14th most popular news website, with an estimated 34 million monthly unique visitors, USA Today. Thousands paddle through St. Petersburg at Sup Festival. She got vaccinated the day her fiancé tested positive for COVID. It was too late for him. Train operator on leave after more than 24 people injured in Boston train collision, authorities say. Multiple people injured after Boston Transit trains collide. Soaring heat, dry conditions in West lead to fire warnings. California faces potential power outages. The day in pictures. Thousands paddle through St. Petersburg waterways. AP Top Stories July 31st p. Today in history for August 1st. Evacuations as high temps fuel wildfires in Europe. The next headlines are from the 15th most popular news website, with an estimated 35.5 million monthly unique visitors, the LA Times. Crews battle hungry fire in northern Los Angeles County. Los Angeles Police Department report on Echo Park homeless camp cleanup finds room for improvement. Movie theater shooting victim, a TikTok star, dies after being taken off life support. Delta variant is rising, breakthrough infections too, how should I protect myself? Holocaust Museum LA reopens with new virtual installation featuring Auschwitz survivor. Long a path to success for Korean migrants, dry cleaners struggle in the pandemic. For parents of unvaccinated kids, worsening Delta variant brings alarm, questions. The Hollywood and Highland elephants are coming down, a rejection of D.W. Griffith's racist legacy. Column, separate restaurants for vaccinated and not, it may come to that. Sheriff expresses grave concerns over fatal shooting by deputies captured on video. We hope you are enjoying this news podcast. Today is Sunday, August 1st, 2021. You just heard from the top 15 most popular news websites in the world. More, from other news sources, is up next. Next, Reddit World News. Reddit is a user collective which claims over 430 million active users per month, and these are the top voted stories today. Heat wave causes massive melt of Greenland ice sheet. Trudeau, every woman in Canada has a right to a safe and legal abortion. Sky News Australia says suspended from YouTube for 1 week. 100-year-old former death camp guard to go on trial in Germany report. UN warns hunger is expected to rise in 23 global hotspots. Vaccination is not enough by itself to stop the spread of variants, study finds. Gaddafi's son is alive, and he wants to take Libya back. Hong Kong man arrested for allegedly booing Chinese anthem while watching Olympics. Berlin court bans anti-lockdown protests. Judges in the German capital have moved to ban a number of weekend demonstrations amid fears they will lead to a rise in coronavirus infections. Police expect protesters to travel to Berlin nonetheless. Bishop, Albany Diocese covered up priest abuse for decades. Japan's first commercial-use quantum computer starts operations. Portugal records biggest population decline in 50 years. Philippine President Duterte told unvaccinated people, "For all I care, you can die anytime," as he continues his brutal threats against vaccine deniers. Conservatives accused of cutting local sport funding by nearly half since 2010. Hyenas left a massive pile of bones in a Saudi Arabian lava tube. The next headlines are from Forbes. Back-to-school shopping gets a technology lift this year, both in what, where and how people buy. In Olympic BMX freestyle finals, Charlotte Worthington and Declan Brooks confirm Britain's BMX superpower. The drama behind the Drama Queens podcast. F-35A jet price to rise, but its sustainment costs that could bleed Air Force budget dry. Extending DACA's protection creates jobs and tax revenue for the U.S. economy. Busy nav screen? Get ready for information everywhere in your car. Government cash grab could jeopardize fire preparedness out west. New technology for transportation safety. Tractor Beverage Co. offers restaurants eco-minded alternative to saccharin sodas. Uncertainty remains for high school student athletes on meal rights. The World Population Update. Currently, we are increasing by over 220,000 people a day, expecting to reach 8 billion in 2023. At the time this report was generated, the population was estimated to be 7,722,066,522 humans. Worldometers.info says there are 195 countries at this time, and, of those, the top 10 with the largest populations are, in order, China, India, the United States, Indonesia, Pakistan, Brazil, Nigeria, Bangladesh, Russia, and then Mexico. The next headlines are from Variety. Clarence MacDonald, keyboard player and producer for James Taylor, The Emotions and Others, dies at 75. Saginaw Grant, the Lone Ranger and Breaking Bad actor, dies at 85. TikTok star Anthony Barajas, second victim of Corona movie theater shooting, dies. Post-rehab, Morgan Wallen does shots, sings hits and joining Luke Bryan for first major appearance since Scandal. Cynthia Erivo sings Barbra Streisand, Aretha Franklin and more during Hollywood Bowl debut. Box office, Jungle Cruise sailing to #1 with estimated $32 million debut. Chris Wu detained by Chinese police on suspicion of rape. How to watch the Tokyo 2021 Olympic Games. Rising Romanian talents ready for an international breakthrough. The Last Mercenary Review, Jean-Claude Van Damme in a Netflix thriller, that's a dubbed French action comedy, Manger. The following headlines are from NPR, National Public Radio. U.S. gymnast Michaela Skinner medals in an event she didn't expect to compete in. Out and proud Raven Hulk Saunders takes silver in women's shot put. Western wildfires may take weeks to months to contain. Simone Biles withdraws from floor, still might compete in balance beam. Caleb Dressel is leaving Tokyo with 5 Olympic gold medals. Why DoorDash drivers are on strike. Disqualified Nigerian athletes protest at Olympic Village. Michaela Skinner will compete for Simone Biles in women's vault finals. An Australian gold medalist invited her bronze-winning teammate to share the podium. Tokyo's new COVID-19 infections hit a record again, topping 4,000 for the first time. The following headlines are from the week. 5 cartoons about America's new COVID surge. Boeing to Beijing. Disappointment for sponsors and hosts at Tokyo Olympics. Florida must plan for hospital surge amid new COVID-19 wave, former Trump official says. Legal expert stumps over whether January 6 committee can force GOP lawmakers to testify. Biden administration officials optimistic about recent rise in U.S. vaccinations. Trump raised nearly $50 million more than next highest Republican in first half of 2021, campaign filings show. Cori Bush prepared to spend second night outside Capitol as eviction moratorium expiration looms. Jamaica's Elaine Thompson-Herah breaks 33-year-old Olympic record in women's 100 meters. 7 brutally funny cartoons about America's anti-vaxxer peril. The next headlines are from Universe Today. Lightweight carbon fiber reinforced plastic fuel tanks pass a critical test and could knock a lot of weight off a rocket's dry mass. These are the news headlines for today, Sunday, August 1st. This podcast is produced only in English at this time. As of 2020, the Ethnologue reference lists 7,117 different human languages, with English being the third most common, after Mandarin Chinese and Spanish. The following headlines are from earthsky.org. EarthSky's August 2021 Guide to Visible Planets. Neutron star mountains are tiny, but you cannot climb M. Exquisite Alberio, a much-loved double star. Moon phases for meteor watching in 2021. The next news is from Politico. Amazon fined €746 for violating EU privacy rules. Trump political groups raised $82 in first half of 2021. Progressives press Biden to extend eviction ban. Biden's model pre-K system becomes a crisis in New Jersey. McConnell stirs GOP intrigue with support for Biden's infrastructure bill. Biden's new mask guidance too little, too late for parts of the country, officials say. Down the drain, millions face eviction after Biden lets protections expire. Opinion: what I learned talking to 4th graders about how to design elections. The next headlines are from the Sydney Morning Herald in Australia. As it happened AFL 2021, Caleb Saren's goal sees Dockers pass Tigers, Papley kicks 4 as Swans beat Bombers. The emotional embrace Olympic champion Wern waited 6 months for. Tokyo Olympics live updates. Australia breaks national record with 4 Olympic golds, fitness doubt overcur. Tokyo Olympics in pictures. Dockers land blow to Tigers in thrilling 4-point win. Swimming must not squander public's emotional investment in its new stars. Australia COVID as it happened, NSW records 239 new cases and issues vaccine plea, Queensland records 9 new cases on first day of snap lockdown. It's almost comical, Cecil boss dismisses hedge fund short sellers. Kate Campbell writes her own script with fairy tale relay gold in Tokyo. Why in a country like Australia aren't we all vaccinated? It's complicated. The next headlines are from MarketWatch. The Moneyest, my daughter no longer speaks to me or my husband, and mocked our family values. Do we cut her out of her $2 million inheritance? Market Snapshot, home prices could cool when the Fed tapers its bond buying program, but a crisis? Unlikely. Newswatch, NASDAQ 15,000 is near. Do I hear 30,000? Where should I retire? We want to retire to a fun lake house, but we also want city amenities. Our budget is $450,000. Where should we go? Encore, working longer is possible for most people. You've got to do the right thing. 50 healthcare groups ask employers to mandate worker COVID vaccines, but one big obstacle remains. NerdWallet, shaped by recession, pandemic and student debt, here's what millennials want to teach their kids about money. Brett Aarons is raw, shock, rents rising 3 times as fast as official inflation figures. Market extra, U.S. wealth grew by $19 trillion during the pandemic, but mostly for the very rich. Next Avenue, do you feel like the clock is ticking and it's all downhill from here? You might be having a late life crisis. Next, the top stories about patents and inventions. Halliday, horses, and cable cars, The Hindu. Artificial intelligence can now be recognized as an inventor after historic Australian court decision, ABC News. Rudy Escra obituary, The Pueblo Chieftain, Pueblo Chieftain. Dust post 740% increase in patents filed since 2016. Rizal Raul Reyes, Business Mirror. Center encouraging patents, design trademarks ecosystem, Goyal, Deb Discourse. How do people in New York know about Tesla? From what a weird name to he's a genius, Edison stole it, the answers will amaze you. Source Today IE. Alternate energy, Edison, quintessential American success story. Environment fltimes.com, Finger Lakes Times. Top IP owners have pledged to boost inventor diversity, but more must follow. IAM. URSB Registrar General tips innovators on how to exploit their intellectual property, pmldaily.com. The next headlines are from Quartz. Hipster herders, Mrna malaria vaccine, African Union's vaccine passports. When will esports join the Olympics? Swimming is the best aerobic exercise for your brain. Weekend edition, restaurant IPOs are in, live stream shopping, Sandoku. The following headlines are from Tech Dirt. This week in Tech Dirt history, July 25-31st. DC court dumps police union's attempt to block release of recordings, officers' names following police shootings. We are now about 1/3 of the way through this daily news headlines podcast, a free service. Here, next, are the top trending keywords in Google web searches for today, a different window on world events. Xander Schauffele. Raven Saunders. F1. Sean Strickland. Athing Mu. Bellator. Evander Kane. Sha'Carri Richardson. Limp Bizkit. Carmelo Anthony. The next headlines are from RT, the first Russian news station in English. The man with the money, how Michael Calvi went from billion-dollar Moscow investor to facing years behind bars in a Russian jail. Alexander the Great, Djokovic conquerors Zverev crushes Kachanov to become first German to win men's tennis gold at Olympics. Is America's oil industry too big to fail? Ukraine President Zelensky lauds wonderful Svitolina for winning first Olympic tennis medal since independence with epic comeback. We no longer have luxury of half measures, French hospital union chief calls for mandatory vaccination of everyone. Russia may peg tax on mining firms to global metals prices in 2022 to protect sector from price spikes. Bilateral trade between Russia and Netherlands rebounds from post-pandemic lows. Several rockets hit Afghanistan's Kandahar airport amid ongoing Taliban assault. Israel to destroy 80,000 expired Pfizer vaccine doses in same week over 60s COVID booster scheme gets underway, media. Unboxing, space style, watch Russian cosmonauts enter new International Space Station lab module Anoka. The next headlines are from Zero Hedge. Brandon Smith, why are globalists and governments so desperate for 100% vaccination rates? Wildfires are coming for wine, weed, and Christmas. CDC's Walensky shrugs off idea that illegals are spreading COVID at the border, promises guidelines someday. 3D printed soft robo-hand can play Nintendo Super Mario Bros. And win. California parents are pulling children from public schools. Google Play Store to ban sugar daddy apps. California biggest public sector union opposes Newsom's vaccine order. Air Force's second attempt to air launch hypersonic weapon fails. David Stockman on why money printing doesn't generate economic growth. They just appeared one day. Detroit is importing millions of honeybees. The following headlines are from Al Jazeera, Middle East News. Death toll in Afghanistan floods tops 100, dozens still missing. Endangered Sumatran tigers recovering from COVID in Jakarta Zoo. New Zealand apologizes for 1970s dawn raids. Kandahar airport hit by rocket fire as Afghanistan fighting rages. 6 civilians killed, several wounded in car rebel attack. The full report, Beirut search for answers. U.S. urges Tunisia say to return swiftly to democratic path. Homeless in Australia, you have to be on your guard constantly. In Turkey, wildfires leave behind charred homes and ashes. Peru protesters rally against Pedro Castillo's new government. The next headlines are from Breitbart. Larry Elder rallies beat crowd in L.A. to recall Governor Gavin Newsom. Gavin Newsom, Democrats will face profound consequences nationwide in 2022 if recall successful. Nancy Pelosi repeatedly seen maskless after ordering masks again in the Capitol. Carney, fear of the Delta variant threatens to stop schools from opening. Man who hid in teen girl's bedroom for weeks sentenced to prison. Scientists warn of unprecedented surge in climate-related disasters. Exclusive, leader Kevin McCarthy vows to have real investigations into Democrat frauds and abuse if GOP retakes majority. Andy Surabian warns Republicans, COVID authoritarianism is the biggest fight. Woke Harvard professor slams colleague for embracing 2 biological sexes. Department of Justice seizes ancient Gilgamesh dream tablet from Hobby Lobby. The next headlines are from Odd, Strange and Bizarre Things. Eat all of these delicious foods in July, Part 1. Weird fun facts about everyday things. The following headlines are from goodnewsnetwork.org. Premature baby becomes a prodigy at 3, joining Mensa after they run out of questions for the toddler. This week's inspiring horoscopes from Rob Bresney's Free Will Astrology. Instead of issuing tickets for broken headlights, Denver police are handing out gift cards to get them fixed. Historian believes the Holy Grail and Lost Ark of the Covenant may be hidden under this house in English countryside. You're tuned to No Views, daily automated podcast news. This is a report for Sunday, August 1st. Thank you for listening. The next headlines are from Reddit Offbeat News. How robot carpenters could help solve Canada's housing crisis. Consumers can send messages to aliens on Ferrero's custom tic-tac vessel, Ka. Goose flying upside down is simply showing off, say experts. Stargirl heroes share quarantine 15 costume woes, it wasn't zipping up. Bacon may disappear in California as pig rules take effect. Jaguar at Florida Zoo injures man who climbed barrier, taunted animal. Water park, Disney guests swim in flooded Magic Kingdom streets. The rookie card of Patrick Mahomes sold for a record-breaking $4.3 million. Nikola electric truck prototypes were powered by hidden wall sockets, towed into position and rolled down hills, prosecutors say. Washington man in yellow dress steals school bus, rams front-end loader into estranged wife's home, deputies. The next headlines are from a site called The Next Web. Everything you need to know about stablecoins. Can your PC handle Windows 11? Here's how to find out. Prep in a dozen valuable CompTIA training areas with these $45 courses. How to get the most out of Python classes. How gravitational forces stop Earth's asymmetrical core from tipping us over. This is a reading of news headlines. This broadcast was created on Sunday, August 1st from over 100 sources, to give you a bigger picture of the news. The next headlines are from NASA News. NASA updates coverage, invites public to virtually join Starliner launch. The next headlines are from the Salt Lake Tribune. Ryan White wins Olympic medal with USA Swimming's women's 4,100 medley relay. Missing 17-year-old boy located safe. Photos, African Festival holds 5th annual celebration at Liberty Park. Flash flood warnings issued as storms move through Utah. Utah Jazz rookie Jared Butler intends to make people forget that he's a rookie. Inmate dies in Davis County Correctional Facility. David Brooks, what's ripping American families apart? Ryan White cheered to 4th and 200 backstroke by crowd of family, friends. New University of Utah Innovation District planned west of Salt Lake City's Pioneer Park. Michaela Skinner gets shot at Olympic medal after Biles withdraws from vault, bars. The next headlines are from Slashdot, Tech News for Nerds. Is remote work forcing smaller cities to compete with big tech salaries? It's the hottest job market in 20 years for tech workers. In Hawaii, robot dogs joined the police force. Chinese hackers used mesh of home routers to disguise attacks. Free Software Foundation will fund papers on issues around Microsoft's GitHub Copilot. U.S. Justice Department says Russians hacked its federal prosecutors. Nobel winner Steven Weinberg, who unified two of physics' fundamental forces, has died. Tech companies praised for pandemic leadership, vaccine mandates. Texas Instruments' new calculator will run programs written in Python. Rocket Lab successfully carries a U.S. military satellite into orbit. The next headlines are from Fox St. Louis. Attendee at county council meeting tests positive for COVID-19, others advised to quarantine. Brief tornado does damage northeast of Farmington Saturday. Soap clouds float around O'Fallon area Saturday. Woman fatally shot Saturday morning in North St. Louis County. St. Louis County to pay $6.6 million settlement from 1996 murder case. St. Louis man fatally shot Saturday, police investigate homicide. Runners race for a good cause in town and county. These are the current headlines from the world's most interesting news websites. Thank you for listening. The next headlines are from Fox San Diego. San Diego's Filipino-American community celebrates historic firsts. Hillcrest Bar requiring proof of vaccination for indoor shows, events. Simone Biles opts out of floor exercise final at Olympics. Bacon may disappear in California as pig rules take effect. Man stabbed several times in front of corridor liquor store. 2 accused of shoplifting lead officers on wrong-way car chase to border, Chula Vista police. SpongeBob and Patrick look-alikes spotted by marine scientists' deep-sea camera. Tatis Jr. on 10-day injured list with shoulder trouble. Woman seriously injured in hit and run in Carlsbad, witnesses sought. San Diego County reports slightly lower COVID-19 cases after Friday's 5-month high. The following headlines are from Defense Blog. Second flight test for U.S. Air Force hypersonic missile fails. Sukhoi Su-35 jet crashes in Russia's Far East. Chinese Type 96 main battle tanks arrives in Russia. Rare Russian electronic warfare planes intercepted by NATO aircraft. Russian military awards contract for 10 S-500 air defense systems. This is the No Views, daily automated podcast news. Today, in the GMT time zone, is Sunday, August 1st, 2021. Now, more headlines. The next headlines are from KRON4 San Francisco. Husband, wife found dead inside their Petaluma home, police. San Jose stabbing leaves man with life-threatening injuries. Mask guidance divides parents heading into new school year. Richmond residents hesitant about COVID shot get vaccinated. Tenants prepare for unknown as eviction moratorium ends. TikTok star dies days after California movie theater shooting. NHL investigating Sharks player after wife alleges he bet on own games. SpongeBob and Patrick lookalikes spotted by marine scientists' deep-sea camera. Frustration as Biden, Congress allow eviction ban to expire. Suspect accused of killing teen, wounding TikTok star in California theater charged with murder. The next headlines are from the Daily Herald. Majority of Turkey wildfires under control, official says. Washington All-Pro guard Brandon Scherf in virus protocol. Volleyball and track Olympians from suburbs, when they could be on TV on Sunday. Boy found dead in Villa Park apartment Saturday morning. White Sox rookie Zavala hits 3 hours, Indians rally, win 12-11. Votto inches short of homering in record 8th straight game. Bartlett Healthcare hero advocates for physician assistants. Kane, Lake counties now at substantial COVID-19 risk, rounding out surge in all suburbs. To fight long lines, appointments will be required for new driver's licenses starting in September. The following headlines are from Seattle PI. Remember these, 28 Seattle brands worth remembering. The next alerts are from the Global Disaster Alerting and Coordination System, a cooperative effort from disaster managers worldwide. Green alert for Tropical Cyclone NINE-E21, population affected by Category 1, 120 km per hour, wind speeds or higher is 0. Green alert for Tropical Cyclone Hilda 21, population affected by Category 1, 120 km per hour, wind speeds or higher is 0. Green earthquake alert, magnitude 5.7 m, depth 10.99 km, in Greece January 8, 2021, 4:31 UTC, 240,000 people within 100 kilometers. Drought is ongoing in Argentina, Bolivia, Brazil, Paraguay. Drought is ongoing in Burundi, Democratic Republic of Congo, Rwanda, Uganda. Drought is ongoing in United States. Drought is ongoing in Burkina Faso, Benin, Côte d'Ivoire, Cameroon, Ghana, Niger, Nigeria, Togo. Drought is ongoing in Afghanistan, Iran, Kyrgyzstan, Kazakhstan, Russia, Tajikistan, Turkmenistan, Uzbekistan. Drought is ongoing in Armenia, Azerbaijan, Greece, Iraq, Iran, Jordan, Syria, Turkey. Drought is ongoing in Angola. You are hearing the No Views, daily automated podcast news. Today is Sunday, August 1st in the Greenwich Mean Time zone. Headlines here were found today in news feeds from around the world, but we do focus on the USA, one of the world's current 195 countries. Now, more news. The next headlines are from ABC Houston. Anthony Barajas dies after being removed from life support following Corona movie theater shooting. Lamarck couple hospitalized with COVID wishes they got vaccinated, family says. Titanic wreckage rapidly deteriorating due to bacteria and salt, researchers say. Sheriff's video diary shows arrest after manhunt of sexual assault suspect in Trinity County. Zydeco musician Chris Ardoin shot while performing at Louisiana concert. California may lose almost all of its bacon supply as pig rules take effect. Less rain this weekend, more storms to come next week. Texas Rangers investigating inmate death in League City. Deshaun Watson's jersey not for sale in Texans team shop. More than 3.6 million Americans at risk of eviction as Congress, Biden failed to extend moratorium. The following headlines are from China Post, top news about China, Taiwan and the world. AP photos, Olympic head adds a cut above. Olympics latest, Brazil's Andrade source to vault gold. Iran denies launching oil tanker attack that killed 2. New Zealand apologizes for historic raids on Pacific people. Olympics latest, Dolgopayat wins Israel's first ever medal. Incredible Raven, Saunders lends her voice to the Olympics. The following headlines are from The Gothamist. Extra extra, would you utilize a large sheet of tissue paper to protect yourself on the subway? The CDC pivoted on the Delta variant, regular life can still continue. Funeral service for Bees Markey set for Monday, with Reverend Al Sharpton to deliver eulogy. Eric Adams decries demonization of public safety and the rich, taking another dig at socialism. Film Forum to screen new 4K restoration of Do the Right Thing. MTA still debating whether to mandate vaccines for its workforce. We hope you are enjoying this podcast. If you have a suggestion for a new RSS feed we should add, please leave it in a comment on our YouTube page. The next headlines are from globalissues.org. A year after the Beirut explosions, a UN resident coordinator blog. Olympic athletes describe the power of sport to change the world. Sink or swim, can island states survive the climate crisis? 6 months after coup, Myanmar's political, rights and aid crisis is worsening. The next headlines are from blacklistednews.com. How Amazon's $10 billion contract squabble with the Pentagon reveals the shady nature of military contracts. Texas Governor Greg Abbott signs order banning COVID vaccine, mask mandates. DeSantis, in Florida, there will be no lockdowns, there will be no school closures, there will be no restrictions and no mandates. CDC director tells Brett Baier government looking into potential COVID-19 vaccine mandate. And we should trust the science of the pharma industry? PBS's Yamish Alcindor, white male conservative voters to blame for new CDC crackdown. Google's Jigsaw proposes real-time, cross-platform monitoring of hate clusters to disrupt their reach. Why don't billionaires pay the same high tax rates the rest of us pay? The following headlines are from Snopes, a fact-checking service. Ban on soul cap spotlights lack of diversity in swimming. Some say Paris 2024 Olympics logo looks like Aaron. Yes, a Peppa Pig theme park will open in Florida. Florida biologists capture invasive worm-like amphibian. Why animals recognize numbers but only humans can do math. Yes, the International Space Station was briefly thrown out of control. Why Ben & Jerry's decision to stop selling ice cream in the West Bank rattled Israel. Los Angeles air traffic control warns jetpack guy is back. We are now about 2/3 of the way through today's news headlines. When everything is working, this feed will auto-update 3 times per day. Join us daily to stay informed. The next headlines are from the Daily Beast. Big stone found in Rome gets everyone all excited. This waffle knit t-shirt is better than most, here's why. OMG, I want to rent that house, Hawaii Island, Hawaii. Kim Kardashian and Kanye West blew up her childhood. A pregnant woman's F-word you to the Trumpists extending the pandemic. He investigated fires and set them all over California. Beto O'Rourke is back from the political graveyard. New book's shock claim, Aaliyah was drugged before her fatal plane crash. How coward and phony Tim Pool became one of the biggest political YouTubers on the planet. The worst things Bill Barr did as AG. The next headlines are from the New York Post. Yankees Jonathan Loaisiga puts out fire he didn't start. French boxer sits on ring apron in protest after being disqualified. Mets Edwin Diaz lights out when it mattered most. Jets Mekhi Becton relishes battles with this Jets teammate. Yankees Giancarlo Stanton passes first 2 outfield tests. You're tuned to the No Views, daily automated podcast news. If you are hearing this, you found something super unknown. Congratulations. Now back to the headlines. The following headlines are from alienUFOsightings.com. Short film, Antarctica and Origins of the Dark Fleet. Albert Einstein was right. Again, astronomers have detected light from behind a supermassive black hole. The next headlines are from the New York Daily News. Swimmer Caleb Dressel joins elite club with 5th Olympic gold. Ecuadorian immigrant who spent nearly 4 years in New Haven church to avoid deportation granted 1-year stay. Florida breaks record with more than 21,000 new COVID cases. Teen TikTok star, who was shot inside California movie theater while on a date, dies after being taken off life support. Jeff Bezos loses bid to block NASA's contract with SpaceX. Elderly fetuses to serve 3 years for botched dark web castration. Chris Wu, one of China's most high-profile stars, detained in Beijing on suspicion of rape. Paris police clash with antivirus pass protesters. Interpreters talk a good game at the Olympics. The following headlines are from military.com. Justice Department says Russians hacked federal prosecutors. Biden unveils picks for key religious freedom roles. Czechs approve help for Afghan interpreters, families. U.S. Navy says drone strike hit oil tanker off Oman, killing 2. Pentagon grappling with new vaccine orders, timing uncertain. Unspecified maintenance error after F-22 was washed led to crash at Eglin. The next headlines are from the Chicago Tribune. Lollapalooza 2021, Twitter reports from Saturday. Musicians say TikTok is a launching pad for their careers. Lollapalooza's lineup agrees. Lollapalooza 2021, Day 3 opens with new mask rules and Saturday crowds. Lollapalooza is biggest stage yet for up-and-coming Atlanta hip-hop artist Kenny Mason. 1 dead, at least 23 wounded in city shooting since Friday afternoon, Chicago police say. Scientists study the genetics of invasive mussels seeking ways to turn off the genes that allow them to spread and survive. Lollapalooza 2021, Twitter reports from Day 2. Imani and Suka are the latest members of the Montrose Beach piping plover family. An estimated 300 trillion invasive mussels blanket Lake Michigan. Eradication may be impossible, but small-scale removal efforts could be the answer. Lollapalooza 2021, Day 2, Friday brings a new focus on masks, though most concert-goers are just there to enjoy the show. The following headlines are from FIS.org. Drive to charge packagers for recycling, but industry fights. Heat wave causes massive melt of Greenland ice sheet. Image, Hubble spots squabbling galactic siblings. UN warns hunger is expected to rise in 23 global hotspots. Thank you for listening and for staying informed. This audio was produced today, Sunday, August 1st, in the GMT time zone. The next headlines are from the Seattle Times. Outdoor drinking party in athletes' village is investigated. Xi Jinping of China completes Olympic 3-meter diving sweep. The following headlines are from mercurynews.com. Bridge, August 1st, 2021. Horoscopes August 1st, 2021, Jason Momoa, embrace change with caution. Word game, August 1st, 2021. Ask Amy, what would you say if your husband no longer enjoyed being around you? Dear Abby, my family has come unglued over this wedding invitation mistake. Tokyo Games, Caleb Dressel is golden 2 more times on swimming's final day. Simone Biles withdraws from floor exercise final at the Tokyo Olympics. Zen driving game transformed one man's commute, roadshow. Belmont police searching for missing woman and her 3-year-old child. Cole Irvin's solid outing not enough in A's loss to Los Angeles Angels. The next headlines are from the Washington Times. Caleb Dressel joins elite club with 5th Olympic gold medal. American Bobby Fink wins grueling 1,500-meter freestyle, his second gold of Tokyo Olympics. Canada fines U.S. travelers for providing false COVID-19 vaccination status documentation. Cori Bush urges House members to return from vacation to extend eviction moratorium. Poll: nearly half of Americans say Olympians should not use games to make political statements. ZZ Top resumed tour days after bassist's death. Progressive Democrats camp out on Capitol steps to call for eviction moratorium extension. Sam Peters, America First Republican, seeks to oust Democrat Horsford in flip-flop Nevada district. Ted Nugent resigns from NRA board after 26 years, citing scheduling conflicts. Trump, House Dems dishonestly portrayed call to acting attorney general on election results. The next headlines are from The Intercept. His conviction was overturned amid evidence of innocence. The Supreme Court could throw it all out. Worst of Brazil, COVID-19 vaccine corruption implicates top Bolsonaro allies. This is No Views, daily automated podcast news. You are hearing headlines for Sunday, August 1st, 2021. Now more. The next headlines are from the Chicago Sun-Times. 2 killed in separate vehicle crashes in Englewood. Projecting the Bears' 53-man roster. Why did Lollapalooza go forward in a pandemic? It's about the money. 3 wounded in West Side shooting. Man shot to death in South Shore. 1 killed, 2 hurt in West Pullman shooting. Horoscope for Sunday, August 1st, 2021. 15-year-old boy shot in Southside drive-by. 3 feet, Sebi Zavala makes history with 3 homers in White Sox loss. Lollapalooza 2021 reviews, Day 3, Post Malone, Megan Thee Stallion, Freddie Gibbs, Cannons, Michigander, Joy Aladikin. The next headlines are from the Times of India. No neutral probe into SMEs or on-border clash. YFB employee said no to $64,000 severance pay. Amit Shah lauds Yogi for robust law and order in UP. Former Manipur Congress chief joins BJP. Corona letter, time for smart labels on vaccines. Congress James Bond of spying when involved, Naqvi. Modi to be first Indian PM to preside over UNSC meeting. Opinion, why Desi's pretend they don't consume porn. Apple adds 3 more payment options, how to access. Amazon Space Internet Plan, 10 things to know. You are hearing today's news headlines. These headlines are for Sunday, August 1st, 2021. Now more. The next headlines are from the Houston Press. Simone Biles withdraws from uneven bars and vault. The next headlines are about world records making news. The Tokyo Summer Olympics, live updates, CNN. What is the 100th world record for men and women and who set them? Wales Online. Pressure to perform can be overwhelming, says world record holder Strome, Republic World. U.S. men set world record in 4,100 medley relay as Caleb Dressel wins 5th gold of Tokyo Olympics, USA Today. Bears win relay gold with world record, University of California Golden Bears Athletics, Cal Athletics. Dressel finishes with 5 gold medals as Americans break world record in 4x100 medley, CBC. USA men's 400 medley relay breaks world record to keep Olympic streak alive, SwimSwam. US wins 4,100 medley relay gold in world record time, KTVZ. Zach Apple and Team USA win gold, set world record in 4x100 medley relay, the Auburn Plainsmen. Olympics 2021 live updates from Day 9 in Tokyo. No Simone Biles, track and field continues, The Washington Post. The next headlines are from Gizmodo. There's another plus on the market, Pearson Plus, the wannabe Netflix for college textbooks. Apple yanks anti-vax version of Tinder from the App Store. Knights of Sidonia animated feature film headed to theaters. Tomb Raider's Alicia Vikander has an update about the movie sequel. Jaws musical Bruce set to hit the Seattle stage next year. Official trailer for brand new cherry flavor series hits the internet. Linen is the hot new fabric of the summer eternity. Google Fi purportedly isn't letting subscribers call poison control for some weird reason. What place in the world had the hottest and coolest temperatures today? According to ElDoradoWeather.com, the hottest place on Earth in the past 24 hours was Jarrah in Kuwait at 121.82 degrees Fahrenheit or 49.9 degrees Celsius. The coldest recorded weather temperature on Earth in the past 24 hours was Nico in Antarctica at minus 98.68 degrees Fahrenheit or minus 72.6 degrees Celsius. The following headlines are from Ars Technica. Review: The Green Knight weaves a compelling coming-of-age fantasy quest. With help from Google, impersonated Brave.com website pushes malware. The privacy battle Apple isn't fighting. H.G. Wells' world brain is now here. What have we learned since? Electric cars have much lower life cycle emissions, new study confirms. The following headlines are from Raw Story. Bernie Sanders headlines Get Out the Vote rally for Nina Turner. Mental health expert details 10 thought patterns that trip up former Christians. Australia's News Corp walks a delicate line on COVID politics. The great mystery of black voters actually has a simple explanation. Excruciating videos of NYC cop are not consistent with any rational notion of public safety, NAACP lawyer. Dead, shriveled frogs are unexpectedly turning up across eastern Australia. The Power of No, Simone Biles, Naomi Osaka and black women's resistance. Your bed probably isn't as clean as you think, a microbiologist explains. How summer of 2021 has changed our understanding of extreme weather. Congressman blasts Trump's A.G. Rosen for protecting former president by dodging direct questions. The next headlines are from Mother Jones. Afghanistan's pandemic response falters as U.S. troops withdraw. Department of Justice, Russian hackers had access to top U.S. prosecutors' emails. Evictions are coming. Democrats fail to meet this moment, say Democrats. Here's some depressing math. 3 Americans create enough carbon emissions to kill 1 person. The next items are today's top search results for extraterrestrial life. Why E.T. may have never discovered radio, Forbes. The truth is up there, how the Pentagon gave hope to Britain's UFO spotters, The Times. Artificial intelligence and the structure of the universe, Las Cruces Sun News. The following items are today's top search results for the term neuroplasticity. Swimming gives the brain a boost. The Conversation, Business Mirror. Swimming is the best aerobic exercise for your brain, Quartz. We are nearing the end of this broadcast. This report is for Sunday, August 1st, 2021 in the GMT time zone. What cities are in that time zone? Well, Reykjavik, Iceland, for one. You might wonder if our server is in Reykjavik. It could be. The following is from the UFO Chronicles. Private company holds Canada's most compelling UFO data. That's it for now. Thanks for enjoying today's newsfeed headlines. This, indeed, has been a No Views, daily automated podcast newscast for Sunday, August 1st, 2021. Bookmark us and tune in each day to our free automated podcast to find out what's going on, around, and, sometimes, light years, beyond the Earth. Fair use statement. News i8 is a US-based educational not-for-profit news site. We use only parts of content, in transformative ways and without market usurpation. This means you are still going to want to read the original if you are interested in it beyond the headline and any comments we make. We provide links to original sources wherever possible. If you have any copyright concern, please contact us via our About page for immediate remedy. Contact us, Zeno at XENOMAILS 2021 by News i8. All rights reserved.